Good morning, everyone. It's December 4th, 2018. We've got about, 26 days, 25 days left, something like that, of the year. The next year should prove to be more interesting than this year was. The elite are creating an authoritarian beast system, and those that dissent could lose everything. This is from Michael Schneider, but what Michael Schneider does not understand, apparently, is that they're not creating a beast system. They have created a beast system. And, of course, Mr. Schneider will undoubtedly blame liberals. I haven't read the article yet, but he usually writes some pretty good ones. But undoubtedly, he will blame liberals, the leftists. And what he's not understanding is these leftists could not have gotten into the position that they're in without the cooperation of the rightist. So he says they're transforming the internet into the greatest tool of surveillance that humanity has ever seen. Again, he's using future tense, and it's not future tense, it is now. And if we stay on the road that we are currently on, it is only a matter of time until our society becomes a hellish dystopian nightmare. Well, where the fuck is this guy living? I think we're getting more and more dystopian every day, don't you? He says he wishes it was an exaggeration. Over the past couple of decades, the internet has completely changed the way that we all communicate. Duh. At one time, all forms of mass communications were tightly controlled by the elite. And why do they call these inbred motherfuckers elite? They're not elite, they're inbred, brain-damaged people. You know, a lot of questions get asked, but it doesn't ever seem like the right questions. You know, like, why are all of our fucking presidents related? Why are all the world leaders related? Especially those from, from Europe, America. Why are they all related? I'm trying to see. Yeah, like you said, at one time all forms of mass communication were tightly controlled by the elite, but the internet suddenly allowed us to communicate with one another on a massive scale without having to go through their gatekeepers. This radically altered landscape, and at first the elite were unsure of how to respond to this growing threat. Anyone out there listen to Johnny X Army or John X Army, whatever it is? Dude is all over the place on his videos. Just the other day, I think it was yesterday, he has some big revelation, whatever that is, and so he goes through and makes all of his videos private afterwards. Well, what the fuck is that? It doesn't matter if I change my mind or not, and I will about some things. We all do. It doesn't matter if I get a new piece of information that makes my old videos kind of, wrong. It doesn't matter. I will keep my videos up regardless, because I don't want people to think that I'm hiding making these predictions and then hiding the outcome of them. No. If I change my mind, I will admit fully I was wrong, and I will give the reasons I've changed my mind, instead of privatizing every one of my videos. What's up with that shit, man? But, you know, he's one of them guys that has shitloads of subscribers, so he must be right and I must be wrong. But Michael Schneider, he's not getting it. He's not understanding that they're not creating the beast system. It's been created. It just keeps continuing to get updates, get new hardware. Today, the internet has become the centerpiece of their Big Brother surveillance grid. And they are getting information on all of us on a scale that has never been seen before in all of human history. Now, I saw an article yesterday talking about how Harvard, I think it was Harvard, can read your mind based on your social media posts. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what they're saying. And of course, it was never going to stop there. Over the past couple of years, we have started to watch the ruling class use all of this information to punish those who are doing or saying things they do not like. And by the way, our own government has been punishing people for doing and saying things they do not like. What do you think the fucking prison system is about? It's about punishing people for doing things, and in some cases saying things that our beloved overlords do not like. That's why prisons were invented or are utilized, right? To punish people for doing things that the ruling class doesn't like. That's what the whole purpose behind them is. Okay. Perhaps the most extreme examples of this phenomenon is what's going on in China. Everybody refers to China because China is the end goal for the ruling class. Chinese journalist Lu Hu always knew. How's that? How's that roll off the tongue? Chinese journalist Lu Hu always knew. He'd have trouble with the authorities if he had been exposing corruption and wrongdoing for years. He was used to being hassled with regular fines and forced apologies imposed by his authoritarian government. He nevertheless persisted in truth-telling. One day in 2017, he logged on to a travel site but couldn't book a flight because the site said he was not qualified. And that will be the entire purpose of chipping us. That way, when we become not qualified, everything can be taken from us with ease. I mean, travel is already being heavily restricted for people that do not have that fucking, what is it called? Oh yeah, Real ID. How many of you are in compliance with that Real ID shit? So, Mr. Schneider, with all due respect, dude, the shit is already here, and, well, anything that's added to it is merely an update, merely an upgraded hardware. So, it goes on to piss, whine, and moan about China, but at the end of the day, China's not the one over here in our country shooting us in the back, imposing law after law after law, rule after rule, regulation after regulation on us. It is our own people doing that. And if you don't want to go the way of China, then, you know, maybe, just maybe, rebellion in a massive way is needed. And if we don't rebel in a massive way, well, we have China to look forward to. We have that kind of life to look forward to. We have that kind of government to look forward to. This is why I tell you, kill the state before the state kills you.